Plenty of enthusiastic fans have turned up, but as I say, just a few bare areas at either end of the ground, not exactly packed. The side, Frank Stokes at fullback, Paul Smith on one wing with Craig Hancock on the other, Ronson and O'Connor in the centres, Lyons and Tuvey, 5/8 and half, Owen Cunningham in at lock forward, Chris White and John Jones the second row pairing, Hosking, O'Donnell and Shelford the front row, the coach is Graham Lowe. And the Magpies, a long way from Campbelltown today for them. Trevor Cogger coming out for his 150th first grade game. Doug Rawlings is locked forward, and the lineup from fullback Brett Doherty, the wingers Mackay and Simons, centres Ains, Coe and Casado, Cogger at 5/8, Henjack is the halfback, Rawlings is the lock forward, Cameron Blair and Steve Jackson in the second row, Bukowski, Flanagan and O'Doherty the front row. The coach is John Bailey. Our referee today is Jeff Weeks. And it'll be interesting to see whether there is much fire in the early encounters between these two forward packs. Fairly dusty centre of Brookvale Oval. The rain a couple of months back took its toll. Underway from the boot of Brett Doherty, deep down towards the goal line, bouncing back in fact towards West. A missed ball by Manly, and West in possession immediately. Well, a bad mistake by Manly, aided by an unusual bounce. Now's Pat O'Doherty charging straight into the forwards. Only 10 metres out from the Manly line. Flanagan in a dummy half, gets it away to Blair. He tries to burrow his way out of the tackle. Still just 10 metres out. Henjack has Jackson running off him, heads towards the post. The defence is solid. Cutting down his legs was Hosking. Henjack works it back to Blind. Cogger, long ball out wide as Casado. The ball travelling out to Simons. Play on. Just 10 metres out is the fifth tackle now. Henjack kicks back to the Blind, but no one there. The chaser's not able to get to the ball before it went over the touchline. So a rapid start to the action.
We have a look here, just a little grubber there, but not exactly the start that Manly would have wanted.
There's Graham Lowe standing in the bottom section of your picture, and behind him the reserve grade coach Max Krilich, who'll be celebrating his win in reserve grade.
Yeah, well, there's a big chance here for Manly today with the loss of Newcastle. They're a big chance to go to outright fifth spot.
Scrum win goes to Manly with the feed. O'Connor has it. Referee calling West back. Mackay standing up offside. Now he goes back. Here comes Adrian Shelford. Powerful run. Gets it back to Ronson. Ronson pushes away from one. Shoved Flanagan away. 20 metres out. Hosking comes back from open to Blind. Tries to force his way through. O'Doherty met him. They work the blind side. Shelford makes good ground. Takes on the defence. Drags three men in to stop him. O'Donnell a dummy half. Lyons. The long passes to Tuvey. Goes wide. Inside is O'Connor. O'Connor cuts through. Doherty comes to him. The pass out wide for Stokes. On it goes. And the winger will score on the far side. Manly in for a good try. Paul Smith over in the corner. Fine hands after the break by O'Connor. Good work to carry on the initial break. And a good try to Manly to open the point scoring. Second try of the year, formerly from Narrabri, joined Manly last season. Michael O'Connor with the kicking duties today. Matthew Ridge in New Zealand. O'Connor hits it well, swinging it around, and it's a great kick from Michael O'Connor. Nugget fullback today with Matthew Ridge playing for New Zealand tomorrow. Here's O'Connor stepping off his left foot, and again he goes away from Jackson. Finally, Pat O'Doherty gets hold of him, and O'Connor has been hurt.
I thought that Michael O'Connor erred there. He took the wrong option. He had David Ronson on the outside there, and a definite 2-on-1 situation at John.
Yeah, Michael O'Connor being dragged back here. His legs underneath him. That left leg dragged back. That could be ankle ligaments.
That's one way of getting a stretch.
I don't know if Graham Lowe would be all that happy with those tactics in the quarter, but here's O'Connor now, and this is the incident.
Leg just getting hooked underneath Pat O'Doherty accidentally. Ooh, that looks painful.
He's very
O'Connor
lucky.
back on his feet, just limping slightly, but he seems okay.
Be a sigh of relief for Graham Lowe.
Absolutely. Henjak puts it in. It's a West ball. Rawlings gives it back to Henjak. Cogger taken by O'Connor. O'Connor moved up quickly on him. Henjak goes the blind side. Cliff Lyons zeroes in on him. O'Doherty, he's got to be going faster than that and harder at the defence. Gary Bukowski, former Brisbane player. Cogger, Casavo, cuts out one to Doherty in the line. Good tackle by Ronson, but the referee was playing the advantage, and now he's given the penalty to West Manly up inside the 5.
Well, that's good work by Jeff Weeks, playing the advantage there. We'd like to see more referees do this, and he was brave enough to give the decision.
Seemed to be pointing out towards Craig Hancock, the winger, who'd been standing offside.
I
Now
applaud
West-
him for that decision.
West just 10 metres out. Pat O'Doherty. Burley customer. Held by another Burley customer, David Hosking. Here's Henjak, trying to find a hole in the forwards. Only 6 points in it, midway through the first half. Henjak slowly to his feet. He's down as he gets it away to Rawlings.
Could this be a Canberra ploy from Henjak?
Good point, and Henjak it is. You picked it, Arthur. Oh, you picked it. Good work by Henjak, but he was down injured and then speared through the line, which wasn't expecting him. Now he's back down again. Manly 6, West 4. Henjak down on the ground, suddenly gets to his feet, takes the ball from the dummy half and dives between the clutches of the defender.
Yeah, as we said before, this is an old Canberra trick that they use, and sometimes it's an old chestnut. It's always handy to pull them out occasionally. There we go, just diving in low. 1 minute he's hurt. Really, I suppose he could have been pinched for being inside the 5 in attack.
Steve Jackson was the man at dummy half who got the pass away. Henjak is still receiving some attention. So we don't know whether he was hurt before or after, but one way or the other, the pain won't hurt quite as much knowing he scored his 3rd try of the year. Former St George and Canberra player Ivan Henjak. Brett Doherty has the ball placed just to the right of the posts, and he puts it through. So Wests are on level terms at 6 points all. Blair. O'Donnell gets it away now to Shelford. Wests are up inside the 5, and a bit of a scuffle on the ground between Shelford and Flanagan. Just 15 metres out, hooks it around. The breeze just bring it around a little more, straight between the posts, and Manly back in front by 8 points to 6. O'Donnell, Tuvey, changes direction. The defence moving up on the edge of the ruck, forced him back inside to Hosking. Good ball to Lyons, but Lyons can't hang on to it. Well, it didn't go forward according to the referee. 6 more tackles, must have been knocked by West. Shelford. Loose ball, play on with Cunningham. Well, Manly have got about 30 seconds to try and post some more points before half-time. Very important if they were able to. Tuvey finds the hole. Tuvey goes straight through, has Hancock outside him, but couldn't get it to him. O'Connor has Hancock outside him. Goes a dummy, beats Henjak. Michael O'Connor, magnificent. The dummy, the step, the pace. Michael O'Connor all the way, just on half-time. What a valuable try as Manly skip away to a lead of 12 points to 6. West should have been able to contain them. They couldn't look after Tuvey initially. Here goes Jeff Tuvey. Not only does he tackle all day, but he has that acceleration off the mark. He had Hancock outside him, but he spun around and found O'Connor. O'Connor used his winger as the decoy runner, stepped away from Doherty and Henjak and sprinted away for a great try.
Yeah, a couple of the bright spots here have been provided by O'Connor and Tuvey. Have a look here. Great dummy. Shows the ball. Too much pace for O'Doherty. holds the pass up on the run around Michael O'Connor. He shows a beautiful pair of feet here, steps back, throws the dummy and cuts back off his left slice. Great try here by Michael O'Connor. Straight under the post at the appropriate time.
Good work by Michael O'Connor, and he added the extras, added the conversion from right in front of the post. So at half-time, Manly have taken a lead. Manly's defence still holds. Rawlings plays it back. Liddon stands and delivers. Now it's with Blair. Blair finding a hole right up the middle. They're only 11 metres out, but it's a last tackle. West have numbers on the left side of the field. Out it comes to Bukowski. Keeps it on the toe. It's a try to Western Suburbs. An element of luck, but good soccer skills. Bukowski, the front rower, kept it alive and scored by Wayne Simons. On the fifth tackle, West only 15 metres out. Henjak sends a pass out to Bukowski. Gary Bukowski puts it on the toe, keeps it alive a second time. It came off a Manly player to the deflection, and Wayne Simons grounds the ball in goal for a fair try.
This is a result of a great run by Cameron Blair. They elect to run the ball on the last tackle again. There's a great little grubber in behind there. A little bit disappointed that Frank Stokes didn't get out on that ball. I know there's a lot of risk there involved, but the game is on the line here, and it's important that Manly win. I thought he should have got out on that ball.
Wayne Simons, a former Penrith player, played President's Cup with Penrith back in '86. Brett Doherty has an important kick. Wests have drawn within 4 points. He can get them right back into the contest if he can land this difficult attempted conversion. Just a couple of metres in from touch. In he moves, hooking back around. It's a good-looking kick. It's a great kick from Brett Doherty. It's 14 points to 12. Lyons loses the ball backwards. Henjak's onto him. Lyons keeps it alive. Out to Stokes. Henjak comes across. Waiting for the kick is Doherty. He flies and misses. Play on. Cunningham has it. It came off Lyons. The referee says it was knocked forward by Cliff Lyons, and Lyons doesn't like it.
It's a great break here, Dion. They've decided to run the ball, but you have a look here, Lyons. Well, I'm not going to argue with that, but it was a great run there, and we did see Frank Stokes put up his left footer there.
The ball coming off, well, it looked as if Cliff Lyons did get a hand in there, but I think Lyons might have been saying it went backwards. I think the referee's decision looked fair enough. It was just about try time for Manly if it was play on. There's the tackle count. Look at Jeff Tuvey.
Well, we got Shane Flanagan leading the charge, but Jeff Tuvey, the halfback for the Manly, 21 tackles. He's had an enormous game.
Casado sends it out to Mackay. He's left it behind. Stokes gathers it in. Stokes racing away, chased by Casado. And that might get Manly home. A mistake made out wide by Western Suburbs. Frank Stokes gathered in the loose ball and raced away. So he's made up for any indecision in the West try. Here it is, Casado looking wide, floats the pass out to Graham Mackay. He grabbed at that ball, didn't really pull it in. They've had some difficulty with the sun. Stokes gathers it in beautifully with one hand, took a little bit of a risk, but managed to gather. He knew he didn't have much time, and beats Casado into the corner for the try.
So we have a look here. West trying to move the ball wide. Not a great pass here from Casado to Mackay. Cut out pass. But the value of playing Aussie rules here, great skills here by Frank Stokes, just picking that ball up one-handed. An easy try. Might have been the last nail in the coffin.
Manly skip away to a handy lead. Frank Stokes, formerly from Darwin, outclassed Hasler and O'Connor when Darwin played Manly in the end-of-season game, and that's what won him a contract. The conversion attempt from Michael O'Connor from out wide. It misses. So the contest is still on. Manly leading 18 points to 12. I don't know how you saw it, but wasn't Ivan Henjak should he have taken on the fullback and given the pass?
Yeah, but what happened? He should have. That's exactly right. Cameron Blair should have positioned himself on the inside.
It was 2-on-1. West butchered the try one way or the other.
They butchered it over here when they had the ball. They gave the ball here. They had someone coming through on support, and they gave it to Simons.
West with another chance now. Won the scrum against the feet. Linden cuts straight through. Linden goes inside to Cameron Blair, and Blair will score. Did he get it down? It's a double movement. It's a double movement against Cameron Blair. Blair prostrate on the ground in dejection. Here he is for the line.
Well, it looks as though his momentum got him there. We'll have to see that again. We have a look here. Cameron Blair going for the line. Oh, I think it's almost as though we'll argue about that. It looks like momentum got him there.
I think momentum got him to wherever he was. Taylor looking out wide for Doherty. West have got to go from one end of the field to the other. Doherty down just outside his own 22.
Warren, Johnny Bailey probably wouldn't be very pleased with West's execution, but I think he'd vote for it.
Yes, it's been a frustrating time. It seems as if once the speculation began about John Bailey being removed as coach and possibly replaced by Warren Ryan, that seemed to be where West went off the boil. Up till then, they were a very competitive side. They've been competitive today, but with only seconds remaining. Out it goes on the far side to Presty. Kicks ahead. Cliff Lyons read it beautifully. Across in the second line of defence. Took it on the full. Nailed by Presty. He's injured. Time out, says the referee.
Well, we know what happened last week when Cliff Lyons went down injured.
That's right, yes. I don't know whether that's the case today. I think Lyons is limping across there. Might have been taking a knock on the ribs. He's okay, though. So Manly just need to hold this ball, and they will move into 5th spot all by themselves. Lyons works the blinds. He wants another try. So does O'Connor. Out it goes to Stokes. Bursting down the touchline. Looks inside. Has support there. The pass is intercepted by Rawlings.
There'll be a penalty here by Rawlings. Rawlings conceded he held the player back in support here. Could have been nearly a penalty try. If we have a look here, the support, we mightn't show up in replay, but Stokes making the break down the sideline here. Well, it doesn't really show up, but if you have a look back here, you'll have a look at 13. Watch 13 hold one of the players back here in support.
Michael O'Connor, I think it was, being held back.
Here he is. Hello, come back here.
Manly making a late replacement. Grant Dorey coming on.
Grant will be happy with that. That'll be a winning bonus for him.
It's a very generous move by Graham Lowe, spending some of the club's money. There's the full-time siren. So Manly end up in an attacking position, but more importantly, look towards the scoreboard and see that they have won this match. So they move ahead of Newcastle. They move into the 5th spot, into the final 5, clear 5th. A very important win for Manly. 18 points to 12 over them.